my beautiful friends. Welcome to Maggie's Magical Moon Ceremonies. We are on the gorgeous banks here of the Rogue River celebrating this really potent and powerful dynamic full moon that we have in 11 degrees of Capricorn. This energy peaks on July 3rd at 4:38 Pacific Standard Time. This is an incredibly potent full moon. There's a lot of energy at play here. There's a lot of aspects, and I'm going to try to tie this all together in a way that's concise and clear for you today. Capricorn is the father energy. Capricorn is how we discipline ourselves, how we build structural reality, how we build things in life. Capricorn is serious. It is devoted. Capricorn is how we decide. It's every little tiny micro decision that we make that helps to build the structural reality around us. The opposite axis of Capricorn is Cancer, and that's the mama energy, right? And so anytime we have a full moon, we have the moon in a sign opposite the sun in a sign. So the Cancer Capricorn axis is the papa mama axis. It's the disciplined structural reality, stern, serious versus soft, soothing, nurturing, loving, nourishing, deeply feeling mama energy. And what I feel is really happening with this full moon is there is an up-leveling of the consciousness of our own internal parenting, our parenting of ourselves. How we nourish and nurture ourselves and love ourselves and soothe ourselves, and how we discipline, how we decide every little micro decision that we make to build what it is that our soul is here to build in structural reality around us. The foundational strength. I feel like we're going to move forward with this moon in a way that we have so much more steady foundational strength underneath us. There's illumination that's happening on patterning that is out of alignment potentially with how we soothe and nurture ourselves and how we provide discipline for ourselves. And it will be experienced differently by everyone, but it has this similar theme. I see this in all my clients right now. We're really up-leveling our internal father energy, how we decide and commit and provide structure for ourselves, how early we get up, how we discipline ourselves to care for ourselves, right? Because we actually need discipline to care for ourselves, right? And we actually need to care for ourselves to discipline ourselves. Those are working in harmony with one another, but some of us may not have had we may have been working off of patterns from childhood, from wounded child parts that aren't necessarily in the highest alignment for ourselves. We have Mercury conjunct the sun at 14 degrees of Cancer, helping to illuminate and provide clarity on, the stories that we tell ourselves about what we need, about who we are, about what we're creating in the world, just all of the internal communication that we have with ourselves and with our the people in our day-to-day lives about who we are. And it's these stories that we tell ourselves that help to define our reality around us. So there's a real illumination of that mental faculty, that storytelling, that what we speak about, what we need, about who we are, that there's an illumination. Some of us are too stern, too hard on ourselves. We crack the whip too much. There's too much of that Capricorn. There's an out of balance energy in our Capricorn. Our divine papa energy is like, cracking the whip, do your chores, get up at 4 a.m., do your workout. And then some of us are a little bit heavy on the divine mother energy. We're spending a lot of time in that nurturing, caring, soothing energy that lacks structure, and there's just this kind of there's not enough discipline to actually move forward with creating something in structural reality around you, with creating what it is that your soul is here to expand into in structural reality. So there's this balancing that's happening in this illumination. You know, full moon is a completion, illumination. It's a cycle coming into completion. And over the next 6 months, this is going to be unfolding for us. I really feel we're very strongly balancing our internal parenting of ourselves. We're realizing where we are telling stories that no longer match reality. We're realizing what it is that we really need in a day. Maybe we don't need the hot bath and the chocolates and the glass of wine and the 4 hours talking to our girlfriends, and maybe we don't need all the soothing and nurturing, and maybe we need more structure. Maybe we actually need to set the alarm earlier. We need to discipline ourselves to make the phone calls, to journal, to do the things that it is that help us to take that next step in expansion of what our soul is really here to experience. The moon is in a really harmonious angle to Jupiter in Taurus, asking us to really open up our own value of ourselves and what it is we value here on Mother Earth, and how we experience what we believe about how valuable we are, because that our belief in ourselves and how valuable and worthy we are has so much to do with how well we parent ourselves, right? So there's this expansion in this belief. Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe in what you're here creating? Do you believe in this beautiful Mother Earth, Jupiter and Taurus, and this ascension process that's happening, this awakening process? We're all awakening to the fact that we're here creating our reality in every moment with every little micro decision we make. We are creating our reality. I mean, as simple as the decision to what thoughts are you going to think today? How awake are you to decide everything, that you're consciously engaging in? So, Uranus has recently gone through the degrees where Jupiter is. So Taurus is holding this high level heaven on earth energy, and Jupiter is helping to expand that right now and expand our own belief in ourselves in a really supportive angle to this Capricorn energy, helping us to discipline where we need to discipline, helping us to nourish where we need to nourish. Saturn's in a sextile, another really harmonious angle to Jupiter, or to also Jupiter, but to the moon. And so Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn. Saturn is okay, let's get serious about our soul's highest mission here. Saturn in Pisces, what our soul is here to do, our highest dharmic responsibility here, what our soul incarnated to experience, create, serve as on this beautiful Mother Earth. And Saturn's saying, okay, let's get serious. Let's review, because Saturn's in retrograde in Pisces, let's review these karmic and dharmic timelines. Let's review our decisions of the past. And the decisions, let's review how we make decisions. Let's review how we nurture and nourish ourselves. Saturn in a trine to Cancer and Mercury. Let's review the stories we tell ourselves. Let's up level. Let's decide and commit now to actually open our eyes, awaken to where we're a little bit out of alignment. Some of us are a little out of alignment. Some of us are a lot out of alignment. Some people are just rock stars and they're just totally just doing this awakening thing every moment. But we're all human, right? We're all awakening at different rates in different places. So you can have somebody who's so awakened in one way, but they're really still asleep in this other way, and vice versa. It's this mixed bag of where we all are in the awakening process, but it's happening to all of us. And these energies are really supportive of illuminating how we actually decide and nourish and nurture ourselves, how we parent ourselves. This is a huge up-leveling to the parenting of our inner child. And right now we have Mars and Venus in conjunction in Leo, which is the sign of the inner child, the sign of love, really helping to, there's a harmony, there's there's a cooperation of our masculine and our feminine sides. How we act, how we receive, how we open to receive for love, how we act for the energy of love and the creation of love. These are the high degrees of Leo. So this is love of everything, right? This is love all encompassing. So these energies are really harmonious, and they're really bringing us into this balance. As we're in this balance with our divine feminine and our divine masculine, we're able to open up to higher and greater levels of parenting that sweet little inner child that lives within us. We have Chiron, the beautiful wounded healer energy. There's all these beautiful Marnock butterflies flying around behind me. It's so gorgeous, or behind the camera. It's amazing. They keep catching my eye. So we have Chiron, the healer, in a really nice angle, trine to Venus and Mars, really helping again to heal and harmonize the energy of love, of the internal divine masculine, divine feminine. Venus on I think it's July 22nd will turn around in retrograde and go back through Leo. So right now she's traveling with her counterpart, with her masculine, and they're in a real sweet harmony right now, in this sign of love, in this sign of joy, in this sign of our heart's deepest dreams and desires. And they're really harmonizing that energy in us. She's in her shadow though. This is an area of life that she's going to review. She's traveling with her counterpart, and now, and July 22nd, she's going to turn around. She's going to review this whole energies, and she's starting to ask the question, where do I need to open up to more love? Where do I need to open up to love deeper and greater, to receive more love? To receive more love in this world, to create more love, to experience more love, to be the love that we are. How do I need to open? How do I need to open and harmonize? There's a lot of harmonizing energy happening. I feel this as this deep harmonization of the love that we are, the different aspects of our consciousness, right? Because all of these different planets represent a different aspect of our consciousness. In the system that I use, there's 0 to 11 is the degrees, and they represent a planet. And each planet is a state of consciousness, you know? And we are these dynamic mixed bags of different states of consciousness that all want to be working in harmony together, but they could actually have oppositional needs, just like the Cancer Capricorn axis. There's an oppositional need there, right? We need structure and discipline to build in reality, to have satisfaction, to feel good as a human. We want to create a stable, strong, foundational life here for us. But we also need to nourish and nurture ourselves and stop and rest. We can't just work ourselves to death all the time, as Capricorn, if it were the only consciousness involved, would do. We need to rest. We need to be soft. We need to open to receive love and nourishment deep in our souls. And we need both of those states of consciousness. If we're only in that nourishing consciousness, it's like a river without banks. The water there's no river. It just flows out over the land. There's no structure to hold the flow of energy. So we need all of these different energies working in harmony to create really big, beautiful things in this world, to create what it is that our heart so deeply desires to create and experience on this plane. But the day before the full moon, we have Uranus in a square to Venus. Uranus has squared Venus a couple of times over the last year. And this is really powerful, right? Uranus is in Taurus, calling for us to ascend into these heaven on earth frequencies, ascend our experience of value, what's worthy here on earth. And we're all valuable and worthy enough to experience heaven on earth, to experience this high vibrational, awakened state of living in love in every now moment. And Venus in Leo, in this square, is like, how open are we to receive love, to experience love, to be in the energy of love, to create, to play, to have fun? are we allowing ourselves enough of that energy? So there's a growth aspect happening right there. And this is really powerful because Uranus is questioning Venus with this energy. Like, are you really open to this vast, loving experience that you are here to have? Are you really open to receive it? Like, you say you want it. You say that you think you're valuable and worthy enough for it. But is that true? And where do you need to expand your consciousness and open to create this love, this experience of love, this experience of heaven on earth, this experience of joy and creation, this experience that your inner child has dreamed of and wanted your whole life, that you came in with? You're coded to be this beautiful light of heart energy. And how open are you to actually receive that? And so that's kind of the energy that we're at. We're really in this expansive, we're seeing where we've limited ourselves, where we've been closed down, where we've been too hard and disciplined, or too, frankly, lazy and undisciplined, and there's a balancing happening with that energy. We have Pluto in this continual square to the nodes, the north and south node, of collective, the nodes show us where we're moving in collective consciousness. So the north node is where we're headed, and the south node is where we're releasing. And Pluto's been in a square to the nodes for quite some time now, but Pluto's now back in Capricorn. Pluto's the one that's been causing us to transform these internal papa energies since 2008. The energy of the patriarchy, like the structural reality around us. That's why we see so much changing in structural reality since 2008. Financial crises, COVID, different shifts. The world is shifting and changing very quickly because Pluto is tearing down old structures, and it's in the last degrees of Capricorn retrograde, really calling for us to be aware of how every single decision that we make in every moment creates the structural foundational reality around us. And where, if we're not living our heaven on earth in every now moment, what decisions are you making? What are you buying into? Internally, externally, in your outward reality. And I mean buying into literally, like, what do you support financially? There's all these questions that Pluto wants us to ask to have us transform this energy. And with the north node being at 1 degree of Taurus, it's about, collectively we're moving into a resonant state of love, and heaven on earth energies. And it's being in love with the things that are valuable to us and acting from that place of love. And to do this, we have to release unconscious, subconscious, shadow patterning. Shadow is just where there isn't love. So for most of us, this is that deep well of unconscious and subconscious that comes with us from past lives. And also our childhood wounding, our scared child parts. Where are we consistently making decisions for our scared child parts instead of for our heaven on earth? Where are you doing that? And Pluto's asking that question. Where is transformation needed so that you're deciding for your heaven on earth and not deciding to keep some paradigm in place that protects your scared inner child parts? Because your scared inner child parts aren't here to be protected. They're here to be loved and healed. Because if you're constantly protecting your scared child parts, you're not creating from the place of love what it is that you're here to experience. You're not free. Your energy isn't freed up to decide and commit and to love what it is that your heart wants to see brought into form here. We have Ceres trine Vesta. Ceres is in Libra. at 3 degrees, and Vesta is in Gemini at 4 degrees. And this is really beautiful. This is, you know, we're bringing, this is an angle of harmony where we're bringing this really harmonious, nourishing, nurturing, divine mother, earth mother series energy to our mental field, and we're devoting to these to this new vibration, this new belonging in our mental field, with belonging with thoughts and communications, again back to what I was talking about earlier, that are more in alignment with the balance, right? Like, I prefer the word harmony to balance, right? The harmonization, it's one octave higher than balance. Balance really elicits that oppositional energy of, like, say, the Capricorn and Cancer axis with this full moon. But harmony is really, it's the higher octave. That's what we're here doing. We're here harmonizing those energies. It's not about balancing the scale, because honestly, from moment to moment, in one moment, we might need to be way Capricorn with our energy, right? We might need to be super disciplined and really structured, and we may need just a little bit of that nurturing, nourishing energy. And then in the next moment, it might shift. So it's not about a true balance. It's about a harmony, harmonizing the field within you so that the field outside of you becomes harmonized. So this series Trine Vesta is really allowing us to devote at a new level to being in this frequency of caring for our mental field, caring for our thoughts, caring for what we speak to ourselves, what we think in every moment. If we start to begin to think about every single thought being a decision that we make in structural reality, right? That thought that you have has an effect on creation. Do you really want to think that thought? And this series, Trine Vesta, allows us to go, oh yeah, I want to harmonize that energy. I really want to harmonize that. It's really cool. I love seeing the interplay of all of these different energies. This full moon, the sun is also opposite the sun is also conjunct Juno, which is opposite the full moon. So there's also an emphasis on partnership, and you know, where how we nourish and nurture our partnerships, and where there needs, where we might be lacking discipline, or how our decisions affect ourselves and our partnerships. So there's just a highlight on our long-term partnerships and marriages here with this energy too, so that we can bring that harmonization of nurturing and nourishment, and building what it is we're here to build together as partners into structural reality too. So it's directly affecting not only us, but our partnerships and our relationships, our long-term relationships. We just had Neptune go retrograde. Neptune's at 27 degrees of Pisces, and it's, you know, it's really having us review now that heaven on earth reality, that heaven on earth experience that our heart is here to have. Like, you know, what is the dream for you? What is it that you really want to create and experience? What is heaven to you? What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? There's a lot of people that are like reformulating what it is they really want right now with this energy. This high degrees of Pisces is the energy of heaven on earth. It's the energy of the biggest fantasy and dream that you've ever had. And this retrograde is asking you, is it really that? Like, is that really what you want? It's in a sextile to Uranus as well, and a sextile to Pluto. So again, this is like, and where do we need to transform to get there? And how are we awakening at a higher level to what heaven on earth really is? What is heaven on earth? And it's an interesting concept that I've spent a lot of time myself, like, really, what is the energy of heaven on earth in every moment to you? And it's going to be different for each one of us, and yet very similar, I believe. I think I'm complete there. There's a lot to talk about, and there's a lot more I could say. But just to summarize, I really believe we're up leveling our own internal parenting of ourselves to move forward with this abundant belief system about our own value and worth, to live and dedicate and devote and decide for the creation of our soul's deepest desire and expression here. What is it that your heart wants to express in every now moment? And how do you live that? How do you care for yourself and decide for yourself to bring that into physical reality around you? And what needs to change? What's being illuminated about your own patterning that needs shifting, that needs love, that needs attention, that needs to change? And make sure that in that you're kind and loving to yourself. These energies are kind of dense. Like, there's a density to Capricorn. It's felt hard for some of my clients. I can feel this hardness, but it's like it's having to be with actual, like, what is real. And then from that place of reality, what really needs to happen. And that's what's being illuminated for everybody. So there's a different level of density that's being felt. But if this feels heavy, Capricorn can feel heavy, and it's okay. Just really, really love yourself through it, and open your eyes and ask yourself what it is. What's that next decision in each moment that is the highest one for you? What's your truth in each moment, and what's the decision from there? Thank you so much. Let's do a little ceremony now to help to expand in this love, to utilize the higher energies and frequencies that's available to us now. I love you all so much. Holy source of all that is, Mother Goddess, Father God, holy inner child, beautiful angels of the Christ-like consciousness, beautiful Rogue River, beautiful Mama Earth, and all of your creatures, all of your incredible, beautiful creatures, all of the incredible energies here, the sacred elements, the water, the air, the earth, the fire, all of the cosmic beings, the earthly beings, the ancestor spirits of this land and of our own, all of these beautiful sacred energies, known and unknown, throughout all of creation, the ascended masters, the gods and goddesses throughout time, all of these beautiful benefic energies, the guardian archangels of Mother Earth, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, and Archangel Raphael, all of our personal guardian angels and guides, all of these incredible benefic energies. Thank you for gathering with us today in this sacred container. Thank you for connecting our hearts and helping to ground our energies deep in the core of Mother Earth, helping us to expand, to feel safe and secure. Thank you, these beautiful energies of the cosmos, the sun, the moon, the stars, the planets, the asteroids, and all of the angles and the aspects they make together. Thank you for helping us to elevate and ascend and awaken so that we're utilizing the highest timeline expression of these energies, so that every step, every decision that we make, every next decision, every decision in this now moment, and every decision from there is the decision that's aligned with our highest timeline, with the expression of our soul's divine blueprint, in the highest expression, the most divinely aligned expression of who we are, of the God within ourselves. of who we're here to be in that most divinely beautiful expression in every now moment. Thank you for helping us to utilize these energies to quantum shift in timelines, to jump to that timeline that is so fully aligned with our hearts and soul's deepest dream and wish of who we're here to be and express in this lifetime. Finally, we're in this lifetime. Thank you for supporting us and loving us and guiding us every step of the way in every present precious moment, allowing us to be embodied in our being, in our heart, in our physical body as these high frequency, beautiful, heavenly angels that we all are, expressing the love that we are so beautifully, so buoyantly, so gorgeously as the individual I am consciousness that we are in our highest divine expression. Thank you for helping us to work with the highest frequencies of all of these energies, utilize them, love them, embody them, integrate them. Thank you for helping us guide us to what is that integrous decision in every now moment. At step 11, Capricorn. What is the highest integrity decision in every now moment that aligns us with what is in the highest good for all, helping us to heal the souls, the beings, the all-encompassing isness, emness that we are, and helping us to heal one another and harmonize all of these energies here within us, around us, throughout us, helping us to harmonize the fabric of reality with love, with the unconditional love of divinity that each and every one of us is. The being that we are here as the unconditional love that we are now in every now moment. Thank you, beautiful angels. Thank you, beautiful energies. Thank you, Mother Earth. Thank you, cosmic energies. Thank you, all of these energies, known and unknown, throughout all space and time, in every dimension, every quantum reality, in every lifetime, in every timeline, harmonizing, and bringing everything into a state of pure divine love, and allowing us to awaken to that in every now moment. Bring harmony, health, peace, love, joy, buoyant care, optimism, hope, faith, abundance, happiness, the energies of dreams coming true to all. For our highest good, the highest good of Mother Earth, the highest good of all that is, the highest good of the cosmos, the highest good of creation, weaving love in and throughout everything, awakening, pulling back the veils for all of us to see that it all is love. We are all pure love in every now moment. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, beautiful people. I love you so much.